Hey, you're watching HuffPost Live. I'm Mark Lamont Hill. Toya Jackson is a Grammy Award-winning songwriter, entertainer, author, and philanthropist. And now her new show, Life with Toya, airs on the Oprah Winfrey Network. And she dishes on dating, past relationships, her friendship with Kathy Hilton, and of course, the legacy of Michael Jackson. She joins us now. Toya, it's good to see you.
Good seeing you, Mark.
So what have you been up to lately? You got this major project going on.
Yes, busy with Life with Toya.
Talk to me about it. First of all, can I tell you that this is an awesome show. It's so much fun to watch.
Oh, thank you. It is. Isn't it a lot of fun?
Yeah.
I love doing it. You have no idea because it's I can be me and be myself, and the world gets to see who Toya is as opposed to prejudging and not really knowing what we're like.
Yeah, I see a different side of you on this show. First of all, you're a lot of fun. You don't take yourself too seriously.
No, I don't. Not at all.
What are some things people can expect to see?
Well, of course, I go into the whole adoption bit because I've always wanted to adopt. So this is like the perfect opportunity for me, meaning that now that I've regained my life back, it's like, okay, you've always wanted to do this since 16, go for it. Yeah. So I go there and I start thinking about whether I still want to do this at this stage in my life. And you will see me traveling with my mother to Indiana, spending time with her, and just on sort of like camping with my father and spending quality time with my parents. I think that's very important because I realize that they won't be with us forever, and I want to spend as much time as possible. And it just makes me feel so good to know that it's quality time and it's different time. And it's not always business with them. It's time that I would love to do. But you'll also see me dating. You will see me spending time with my friends, doing lots of things, just being me.
I've seen a couple of episodes and I'm already in love with it. I want you to check this out. Check out this clip.
Hi guys, I'm Toya Jackson. As the middle sibling of the world's most famous family, I've always been surrounded by people telling me what to do.
You better get on stage.
I don't care what you say, do it.
Put on those shoes, girl. Put those shoes on.
Yes. And I used to follow along and do what they said, from my music to my career choices, and yes, even that snake. Someone else has been pulling the strings, and I do mean pulling. Until now, things are about to change. I'm single. I'm independent. I'm ready to try new things and have new adventures for myself.
There's a bee on your show.
I'm doing things my way. Life with Toya. Life with Toya.
I love that clip. One of my favorite things about the show is that you're able to make fun of yourself.
I know, and that's what life should be. It should be just whimsical and just having fun and enjoying yourself, and that's what I do. I just enjoy life.
When you look at when I look at some of the things you talk about, the Playboy stuff, you talk about your music career, you talk about family, you even do a Joe Jackson impersonation.
Well, yeah, my brother. Go ahead.
Is it hard to do some of that stuff? Like, in other words, is this your way of dealing with some of the things from the past?
Well, you know what it is? The first episode, I don't know if you were able to see it or not, but the first episode, I think you have to go back into my history in order for you to see where I am today. Yeah. And so what the show is about, Toya, Life with Toya actually, is that I wrote a book called Starting Over, and a lot of women were constantly asking me, how did you start over? Because I didn't think I would be able to, because I thought that the guy that was my manager at the time married me, and he just felt that he owned me and he controlled me. Yes, he abused me, he did all these things to me, and I never felt that I would get away. So locking closets and things like that, and I never thought I would escape. He said, if you did, I'd kill you. I did. And I want women to know an extension of that is that you can live your life, you can regain and re-own yourself and be free and do whatever you want to do. You can start over as long and as many times as you want until you feel that you've gotten it right. And that's what Life is Toya is about. It's like I escaped, I got away, I re-owned myself. It was quite difficult in the very beginning because it's not so easy to get away from something of that nature because they take away your self-esteem, they take away your self-worth, and they instill fear upon you. And if you don't do what I say, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to kill your brother, things of that nature. So you feel so trapped into this relationship. But the fact of the matter is I was able to get away. Yeah. And I am who I am today. And I'm back to the Toya that was before she met him. So this is what's great. I want women to know you can do that too. And they come with me on this journey, Life with Toya. That's what it's about.
Now, part of the journey, as you said, was dating.
Yeah.
Are you dating now?
You'll see in the show.
Oh.
It's all in the show.
Okay,
it's
okay. I had to ask. Oh, thank you. Latoya Jackson likes my muscles. I can die happy now. Did you?
It's in the show.
No, but did you? So okay, but is it difficult to get into dating?
You know what? It really was, Mark. To be honest with you, it was very difficult for me in the beginning because the people that I work with, it's like you have to experience dating. You have to get out. You don't know what you're missing, what's out there, and it's like after coming from an abusive relationship, it's like that's the furthest thing from my mind.
Yeah.
But you know, many years have passed, of course. But then you start dabbling into it, and it's fun. It's different, but it's difficult at the same time because you really don't know the individual that you're out with. You don't know what's behind the face, the cover, if there's more to it. And then, of course, you have to go into their family life, their history, and things of that nature. And I don't want to be surprised to find out, oh, my God, this guy's abusive. Right. And I didn't know.
Now, and similarly, people may have the same issue with you, right? I mean, they may say she's a Jackson. You know how those Jacksons are. Because, you know, we all think we know everything about you and your family. Even if we don't, we think we do.
Even if you do. That's what's so great about Life with Latoya, because people that think they know us and have all these misconceptions, you get to see who we are.
Yeah, tell me something that would surprise us about the Jacksons.
I don't know if it would surprise you or not, but we're just like everybody else. We really are.
Latoya.
Yes, we are.
Latoya. Y'all just like everybody else.
Yes. Yes, we like to have fun and do things that everybody else does.
Okay,
yeah?
that's fair. Yeah. I know there's some similarities.
In that sense, yes, of course.
Okay, fair enough. Your family's just so awesome, you know.
Thank
Most
you.
people don't produce, you know.
Well, we love to joke and have fun. That's what we do a lot. We joke and have fun with each other. When you have a large family, a lot of brothers, there's always jokes going on, practical jokes and things.
Is anyone the butt of the joke more than the others? Like, just Tito, do people like big Tito jokes?
Tito's more the serious one of all the family members, but Marlon's the jokester. He just loves to joke nonstop. And my brother Michael was that way as well, just nonstop joking.
You mentioned Michael. One of the things we've heard is that his children are beginning to spend time with their mother again, or Debbie Rowe?
Debbie Rowe is the mother, yes.
Yeah, and they're beginning to spend time with her again.
Yes.
How do you feel about that?
Paris is, I don't mind at all because after all, it's their mother.
Yeah.
And you know, you get to that age in your life where you want to know your mother and you want to spend time. So that's fine with me. That's her mom.
That's great. You know, there are some people who say that it might foster a weird kind of disconnect or, you know, bring the family apart.
But you know, that's her mother. And in all fairness, it's if that's what she wants, by all means.
Yeah.
By all means.
Talk to me. And you yourself are thinking about adopting. And
I am.
Do you have any anxiety about that, any worries? It's a tough thing to do.
I do. You know why? Because I'm getting all this different advice from different people now that they know.
Yeah.
And I've always wanted to do it since the age of 16. And now I'm embarking upon that, going to adoption agencies and babysitting kids to see if this is truly what I want at this stage in my in the game at this point.
It's a lot to do.
It really is, because if I do go all the way through with it, it's going to be less than a year old. And so that's all the way until the age of 18, of course, that you have to be with this kid every single day to make sure he's growing properly and everything's going right.
That's a tough thing. Now you have, and we showed this earlier. If you all watched the morning show with me and Alicia Menendez, we showed the clip earlier of Latoya going to see a psychic. And this is also a clip from the show, which I thought was awesome. You covered your face, you were veiled up, and you went to see the psychic to find out information about Michael.
I did.
Why was that so important to you?
I did. I went there because when I went to the house, Havenhurst, the security guard had told me that they're hearing strange things, and he told me that the dog would bark at a certain time every night and look up at the window and just bark, 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 and bark for an extended period of time. Yeah. And I said, well, that was Michael's room. That's where he stayed. And the dog, of course, he knew nothing about that because Michael wasn't living there when the dog was there. But it was Michael's dog, Kenya, actually. Yeah. And so he would say, and then over there, I hear tap dancing. We hear tap dancing constantly. Someone tap dancing, we go upstairs, no one's up there. We come back down, we hear the tap dancing nonstop. And this was going on for many days. Yeah. And it goes on. And I said, well, Michael used to tap dance for 2 hours every Sunday over there, right there. And he goes, that's where it's coming from. And he didn't know any of those things. And so because of that, I just got really intrigued by it and said, he says, I think, I don't know, he's kind of a little bit clairvoyant. Yeah. And he says he wants to send messages. So I said, if he's sending me messages and there's something to be heard and know, I want to know it. Yeah.
Do you think that any of your other brothers or sisters or your parents are getting messages from Michael too?
You know what? I do know that certain people in the family are, but I'm not going to say who they are.
Okay.
But they are. Yes, absolutely.
Will we find out in the show if anybody's getting any messages? You're going to make me watch this show for the whole season. So,
it's a great show.
No,
You'll
it is a
love
great show. I will watch it
know.
anyway. But
I know. You told me you like it.
4 years have passed since Michael,
Yes.
since Michael tragically left us. How have you dealt with that loss, though?
It's been difficult. It's been difficult not only for me, but for all of us, of course. And I don't know if you've lost a loved one, but it's very difficult to deal with. And reality really sets in because you really realize for the first time you're helpless. There is absolutely nothing you can do to bring this individual back. And that's when reality sinks in.
Yeah.
And it sets in there and it's like, I'll never see this person again. You cannot bring this individual back.
Yeah.
But you know, time it's very interesting how time heals all.
Yeah.
And as time passes by, you begin to cope a little bit better each day and a little bit better each day. So time has been on my side, a great deal of that. And not only just me, but for his kids as well.
Yeah, one of the things that the psychic told you, I remember, was that you need to not let it go, but to kind of get a sense of closure.
Yeah,
over
a
this.
sense of closure and to move on. And Michael would want that. And I listened to that very well because a part of me thought that he would want me to do that, but me being just wanting to really just understand and know what happened. And I've moved on.
Do you have a sense that you know what happened?
We don't know. We don't know. No one knows, actually. So, but you know, it's time heals all, and for me to move on, and I've decided to do that. He feels that's best, and so I decide to do it. You know, you never know if people really know the truth or not, but.
I remember the psychic said it was an accident, but it wasn't an accident.
Yes.
Just kind of a.
Kind of strange, wasn't it?
How did you interpret that?
I tried not to. I tried not to read into it, but at the same time, I'm thinking, geez, because I'll get very analytical with everything. So it's like, okay, he wants you to move on.
And so you just leave it alone.
He wants you to move on.
That's fine. That's great. That totally makes sense to me. On the show, and you said this earlier, you guys take this trip to Indiana.
Yes.
You know, your parents are there. You know, to Gary, Indiana. Do you have a relationship with them that has changed since Michael passed, or even over the last decade or so? Because you've talked in the past about some tough stuff.
Yes, it's our relationship has always been wonderful. It's always been great with my parents. My mother and I used to be best friends. We wouldn't do anything unless the first call is, "What do you want to do today, honey? What are we doing today?" And it's like, "Okay, Mother, whatever you want." Every day, my brother should say, "There goes Mother and her shadow." They would call me the shadow. But the fact of the matter is that since my brother has passed, I really realized for the first time, Mark, that your parents are not going to be here forever.
Very
and
true.
I don't want any regrets, and I spend as much quality time with them as possible. Of course, you go over and you see them, you just joke and say hi, whatever, but I spend quality time, and that's a major difference to me.
Is it tough to spend time with your father?
Not at all. Are you kidding? I adore my father. We have spent a lot of time together, and I go camping with my father in the show, and it's really great. It's something that I
can't imagine him camping.
People say that. You know what's so funny about it? It's something that I would never do.
Yeah.
But I've done it before because we have family days.
Yeah.
We used to. We haven't had it since, well, we've had like one. But we have family days, and every person choose what they want to do. My brother Tito loves camping, so he goes, "LaToya, you're not going to like this, but my days, we're all going camping." I go, "Tito." So we're all camping outside for a weekend. But anyway, my father, he loves fishing, and he loves doing things like that. But I decided this is something that I need to do for him, to spend time with him, and that's all in the show.
So what do you want to choose on your day?
Well, my days are different. My days are just, I want them to come dressed a certain way, like period pieces. I love period pieces.
Really?
Yeah, I do. I love Louis XV and XVI, Renaissance, things of that nature, and just pretend like.
So you're going to have Joe Jackson dressed up like a Renaissance man from the 15th century.
Yes.
If you don't ever have any other reason to watch this show, watch it so you can see Joe Jackson dressed up like Louis XIV.
That's so funny.
That's going to be awesome. Now,
but go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, but it's great just to see us out in the wilderness and spending time together and just little things that we do together. It's just you guys get to see what we do as opposed to assuming.
Yeah. No, we don't want to do that. Now, what other things do you have going on? You have this major show. The OWN network has taken this up.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, let me ask you a question. When you decided to put this on the OWN network, have you had any contact with Oprah about this? Has she given you feedback on this particular show?
You mean before I took it there or after?
Before or since, yeah.
Oh, no. We had dinner. We all had dinner, and Oprah was lovely. She was really great. She likes the show. She loves the show, and I'm very happy and proud that she does because I'm a part of the network. And I have to tell you something. It is probably, they are the best people to ever work with. They really are. OWN gave us our freedom to do whatever you want, and everybody is so kind and so polite and so nice, and it's just that perfect marriage. Because I want to make sure that I was the executive producer of the show to make sure that it's done properly. Because everybody has this idea of what they want to see from you and what they want you to do. It's like, no, it's going to be what I do on a daily basis. It's Life with LaToya. Right. You're following me, and that's the way it's going to be. And it's like whatever you want. We
are getting the real LaToya on the show. No, we absolutely are. Let me ask you a question before you go. You have, there have been some, in the media the last 2 or 3 weeks, you mentioned that Janet Jackson got married and you didn't know about it.
Yes.
What is your relationship like with her?
You know, people always say that, how could you not know it's your sister? Easy. We are a family that so much goes on in our family, meaning that as far as we keep things quiet, as you know. And I had heard something that she was married. I don't know where it was, if it was a quick tabloid or something like that, or a rumor or whatever. And I said, Mother, is Jan married? She goes, honey, I'm not supposed to say anything, but yes, and don't tell anybody. I said, I won't.
So she wasn't even supposed to tell you?
Yes, but it's out now, Mother. That's why I said it. Just to let her know. But yes, but no, because nobody knew Jan was married the first time with Renee.
Renee, yeah.
I'm sorry, not Renee.
The DeBarge guy.
DeBarge, but me, because she had called me and told me, and I didn't tell anyone in the family, not one person. I kept it to myself, and then eventually, I guess it came out, and then nobody knew about Renee or even the divorce story. So we keep things private that way, so that's why it's not anything that's major to us.
Right, but after you found out, did you call her?
Did I call? No, I did not.
Are you in communication with her?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's the stuff that's different to people, I think. You know, like, if your sister gets married, you call her and tell her, and if not, you say, girl, why you didn't tell me you got married?
Different paths, but no, I did not. No, I did not. As a matter of fact, I just because, Jan and I live in the same building, so we just passed each other the other day, just very, very briefly. It's and keep going, yeah.
You don't
they're
stop
rushing. Oh, no, we do.
Oh, just not
absolutely, yeah. It's a big family, but no, absolutely. Yeah, everybody's busy on the road. Like, she's in Europe sometimes, come back, and my brothers, they just came back from Europe, so it's very difficult in that sense.
Can we expect...
But my parents, keep it all together.
Are we going to see a big Jackson family reunion anytime soon? At least for our eyes. I know y'all might do it privately.
Yeah, we do it privately. You mean for your eyes?
Yes, I want to see that.
On Life with LaToya this season, maybe not.
You see what she did? She took us there. She had us thinking she was about to tell us something, and then she pulled it back. But we will watch the show, and we will find out.
You're going to love the show.
You're going to love the show. I love the show. I've seen it. It's amazing.
It is.
Make sure you check this out. LaToya Jackson is amazing. She's wonderful. She's been here with us today. I want to thank you for spending some time with us. It's always good to see you.
Good. Don't forget Saturday nights, guys. 10:30 on all.
Saturday nights, 10:30. You can watch it. That's Eastern Time. You can watch it on the Oprah Winfrey Network. You're watching HuffPost Live. Stay here with us.